Somebody recently asked me, is like, what about DDLJ? Would you like to make a part 2 of it? Or, what do you think? I said, like, it's a phenomena. And we honestly had nothing to do with it. We were just on our way to make this nice, sweet picture that, like Adi kept saying to her during the thing also. He's like, mujhe hit picture bana do. But mujhe ek hit picture banane do. So that was his entire agenda. Our entire agenda was to have fun and make this film. Or hum log Switzerland mein shooting karenge. The first 2 days were hell. The first 2 days, I don't think I've slept. I was just like, I would wake up and I would be like, oh my God, I was putting on those voice notes and reading the paper, and Dhanush was sitting opposite me, and Saundarya was Dhanush would go off, Saundarya would come back, Saundarya would go off, Dhanush would come back. They would be, reading out the dialogues constantly again and again. So the first 2 days were miserable for me. I mean, things were so cool and so comfortable, and fortunately, I think we both kind of share a sense of humor.
Okay.
And we were both cracked up at quite a few things that were, we found funny.
Okay.
And I think that's what broke the ice, really. Most importantly, I loved the fact that it was not about rebellion.
Correct. Almost a reverse rebellion, wasn't it?
Yeah, I loved that. I loved that part of the film. I loved the fact that the film was actually about loving your family and wanting to do what is best for everybody, not only being selfish and saying that I matter and nobody else does.
Right.
And that's pretty much, I think, how love stories generally play out in the real world.
True.
Not in the real world, but in the real world, that's how they do play out most of the times. And I love the fact that Adi had thought of that from a different point of view. Of course, I never agreed with the fact that, I had to ask anybody for permission for, taking a trip or going out. I was like, my mother would have been the first one to give me that Eurorail ka ticket and say that, theek hai, now you must go on this trip, educate yourself, broaden your horizons and all of that. I was definitely not drawn to the character of Simran. I didn't agree with her at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't. I remember Adi telling me this script. I was like, why does she need to ask her father for permission? What's the deal with her, dude? And
how did you then wrap your head around this character? Or do you just have to then invest in a filmmaker's vision?
I think, you just have to somewhere down the line not only invest in a filmmaker's vision, but I think at that point of time, you have to make it as believable as you can. As I said before, also, I have had a lot of roles which I have not 300% believed in. But at the same time, for those 10 seconds when you're sitting in front of the camera and you're saying your lines or whatever, you have to become that particular character. And Simran was not unusual in that there were a lot of people around me who spoke like her, seemed like her, made their decisions according to what she would have. So yes, as you put it, she was a very relatable character.
True.
And she was somebody that I had seen around and about. Honestly, somebody recently asked me, is like, what about DDLJ? Would you like to make a part 2 of it? Or, what do you think? I said, like, it's a phenomena. And we honestly had nothing to do with it. We were just on our way to make this nice, sweet picture that, like Adi kept saying to her during the thing also. He's like, mujhe hit picture bana do. But mujhe ek hit picture banane do. So that was his entire agenda. Our entire agenda was to have fun and make this film. Or hum log Switzerland mein shooting karenge, all that. And of course, when the film went on to do so well, first of all, we were shocked.
Yeah.
No, we were not shocked. We were very pleased first. Then when it went on to do very well, we were shocked. And now finally we've given up and we are all like, it's nothing to do with us. Challenges are supposed to be where you're facing the camera and you're actually acting.
Right.
The challenge should not be learning another language. That's a different field altogether. I'd have been an interpreter in that case, rather than being an actor for that matter. But honestly, when they came to narrate me the film, I was very clear about it. I was like, I'm not doing this film.
Right.
So they were like, ma'am, we still want to narrate to you. I was like, but I'm still not doing the film. Anyway, after they narrated it to me, I was like, but it's in Tamil. So they were like, ma'am, 50% of your dialogues are in English. 50% it will not matter if you speak Chinese. Please do the film. So honestly, the way they put it and the way they reassured me that, ma'am, we'll work with you. We'll work around you to make sure that it's all seamless, that it works well, so that it doesn't feel like work. And at the same time, whatever you don't like, whatever you feel that is not working at any point, if you feel it's too much, we'll change it.
But I spoke with Dhanush and Saundarya and they said that you were a breeze. I mean, you were panicked.
They're just being
like... You learned like long pages of dialogues and you figured it out.
They're being very kind to me right now at that point of time. But the first 2 days were hell. The first 2 days, I don't think I've slept. I was just like, I would wake up and I would be like, oh my God, I was putting on those voice notes and reading the paper, and Dhanush was sitting opposite me, and Dhanush would go off, Saundarya would come back, Saundarya would go off, Dhanush would come back. They would be, reading out the dialogues constantly again and again. So the first 2 days were miserable for me. The first time I heard the script, I actually told Pooja that I was not doing the film.
Really?
Yeah, she actually had to sit down and convince me, because I was like, I will not portray rape on screen. I said, regardless of whether I think it fits the character, doesn't fit the character, works, doesn't work, it's too uncomfortable for me as a person to even try it on screen. I cannot do it. It's, it affects me. I become affected by it. And maybe I'm such a real actor that I become affected by it. Whatever the reason may be, I cannot do it. So then actually she and Tanuja both sat down together, and they convinced me. They were like, don't worry, we'll shoot it with, we'll shoot it with a body double. So they actually shot it with a body double and whatever. And she said, all you have to do is just give me one really good long close up. That's it. So I was like, okay, take care. Are you sure? I am not giving you even one shot, nothing. So she was like, no, definitely. And actually they've done it very, very aesthetic. And it's one of those films that actually, very weirdly enough, it's one of those films that that part of it, I cannot watch till today.
Wow.
Like, I just can't. And there are certain things on screen that I feel that I cannot watch. And this is one of them, really.
Kareena and you apparently got along famously while making this movie.
We did.
Were you surprised?
Yes. I was, because I actually, I didn't go in there expecting a negative response.
Sure.
Or I didn't go in there expecting a fight. But I went in there a little unsure, thinking that, what is it going to be exactly? Because I have not done it like a 2 heroine film per se. But I mean, things were so cool and so comfortable, and fortunately, I think we both kind of share a sense of humor.
Okay.
And we were both cracked up at quite a few things that were, we found funny.
Okay.
And I think that's what broke the ice, really. And she's, absolutely lovely to work with, of course.
Now, the two of you had worked together, in fact, on Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. Right. Is this a relationship that carried forward?
Not at all. We didn't have a relationship at that point of time.
Okay.
We didn't work together. I think we had precisely 2 scenes together in K3G. And so we didn't have much time to, to work together.
Sure.
And I think this film is more, this film had a lot more for us to do together. There's a lot more interaction.
Right.
There's a lot more, how do I put this? We have to respond, have to respond to each other. We don't have a choice in the matter. She can't be, like shooting for another film and me shooting for another film. So I think that makes it like you have to connect to the person in front of you. I wanted to play Tina. I told him I wanted to play Tina because Tina was supposed to be really cool and Tina was supposed to die and all, but Tina was supposed to be this really cool, and her character was written really well earlier. Of course, then Karan brought it down and pared it down and made it a little more conventional again to fit the film. But I loved the idea of Tina. I was like, I was supposed to play Tina.
Were you surprised by how many girls said no? Also, do you think they said no because you and Shah Rukh had done Dilwale, which was by then, of course, the great love story?
I think they said no somewhere down the line, most of them, because of the fact that they knew that Karan, me and Shah Rukh were such great friends.
Right.
Maybe they would have felt that they didn't trust Karan as a filmmaker for the first time to do complete justice to them as actors. I would say that would be the outlying reason.
Right. Was that also a fun film to make, again, because it was friends together?
Definitely, no two ways about it. It's
are those the memories that sort of stay
These are the memories that, it's not a film to me. It's like a collection of memories. When I'm watching a scene with Farida Jalal, I'm remembering what happened before, after, during. And if I'm watching Koi Mein Lig Gaya, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this film, those red dungarees and my wig, it was dying. That was the first thing that we shot, and it was like dying. I was like, how do I make this damn thing work and look presentable on screen? And just lots of things that I can think of. I remember Rani's first shot, actually, coming in that dress and whatever, and Karan teaching her how to walk down the catwalk. You're supposed to walk like this, and you're supposed to look at Rahul like that and all that.
I can just imagine him doing all of this.
All of that on set. So I remember that so clearly. and yeah, all of that. All like I'm saying, like when I watch the film,
Right.
it's like a home video for me more than a
Sure.
movie.